This device can measure the levels of a notorious pollutant in your vicinity.
Particulate matter or PM 2.5 is linked to a host of diseases. It can also cause premature death. Now, why is monitoring our exposure levels to this pollutant important? Well, it could perhaps help us identify and avoid high-risk areas. I live in New Delhi, winter is coming, and we all know what happens this season. Here's a quick refresher. So now I'm running an experiment. I'm going to turn on this device and I'm connecting it to the EasyOSense PM 2.5 app on my phone. Together they will record my exposure data. We will have to check back later this evening. In the meantime, we've decided to meet the makers of this palm-sized gadget to find out more about it. So we're now heading to IIT Delhi. The pilot episode of Measuring the World dealt with seismographs, the cool earthquake detection gadgets. Click on the link above if you haven't watched it yet. Today we meet Dr. Sarita Alawat, a cancer researcher heading a startup that designs air monitoring devices. A few years ago, Alawat and two engineers from IIT Delhi decided to participate in the Delhi Half Marathon. They began practicing in March. It went on for a couple of months. And then, in September, her friends called it quits due to the spike in pollution. Alawat, however, kept at it, running her marathon successfully at the expense of her throat. Being a researcher, Alawat knew that air pollution had something to do with her condition, and thus she began monitoring her exposure to pollutants. This exercise gave birth to Aerogram, a startup located at IIT Delhi. This is her team. Let's meet them. Manoj Sahukar, the CTO of Aerogram, Shivam Kumar, the hardware technician, Gaurav Pandey, the design and development engineer. He designs the devices. Raghav Agarwal, the junior embedded engineer, wears multiple hats, from coding and assembly to deployment of the device. Aditya Tomar is the embedded systems engineer. He designs printed circuit boards which provide mechanical support for electronic components within the device. He codes as well. Rishabh Goyal is the Android engineer. He's the man behind the app. Now that we've met the team, let's go back to the basics, which is to extensively understand why monitoring air pollution is essential. Typically, government-run air monitoring stations measure the average concentration of pollutants such as particulate matter or PM, lead, ground-level ozone, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and carbon monoxide. Of these, PM, which is a mixture containing solid particles or liquid droplets released from power plants, fossil fuels, and biomass fuels, is increasingly becoming a problem. These particles can infiltrate the deepest part of the lungs. They could cause cardiovascular problems such as heart attacks and respiratory issues like asthma attacks. PM can have diameters measuring 10 micrometers and 2.5 micrometers and smaller. For comparison, a strand of human hair measures 50 to 70 micrometers in diameter. The average concentration of the pollutants is displayed as the Air Quality Index or AQI. Its value ranges from 0 to 500 and tells us about the quality of air in the city. India is home to over 270 air monitoring stations. Alawat says this could explain why we don't have too many stations in the country.
So see, when these weather stations which monitor pollution are usually very expensive, in the tunes of several crores. So that's not very easy for for governments to put these stations across India. So we felt that any monitoring solution which is cheaper. So what we have done is we made these small devices which are 1/100th the cost of the normal weather station is. So if there is a small city in Odisha, this solution that we are building is in the tune of 4,000-5,000 rupees in total. Pollution is not same everywhere. We need to think about where the sources are. If your solution is low cost, so you can actually deploy several.
Aerogram has developed other air monitoring devices. All of them perform the same job, but differ in how they compute and communicate data. Devices that log data frequently will need higher computation. For example, mobile air quality monitoring equipment computes and stores data every 1 or 2 seconds and hence needs higher computing power. IIT Delhi and Aerogram have installed these mobile instruments on buses to take measurements at 10 to 15 kilometer stretch multiple times a day, allowing scientists to identify the source of pollutants. The data can be communicated to users either through Wi-Fi, 3G or 4G connection. Manoj Sahukar, the CTO of Aerogram, is holding Easiostat, an air monitoring device developed by the team. The bright yellow cover that you see is the work of this cool gadget. The product designer feeds instructions into the 3D printer, which then makes the outer case accordingly. 3D printers do the job quickly and are cheaper compared to the instruments deployed in the industry, making them ideal for testing the product in the initial stages. So, how does this device work?
This is a air quality monitor. We call it Easiostat, and this we have designed to place indoors and primarily in a static location. That's why we are calling Easiostat. This measures dust, specifically speaking PM 2.5, and this device is measuring the concentration and sending it to cloud.
This is the inlet. Adjacent to it is the outlet. It contains a small fan that expels air. This creates a vacuum through which the inlet sucks in air. This is similar to how a vacuum cleaner uses a fan to create a suction that draws in dust. Let's look at the insides of the device. The blue box that you see is the dust or PM sensor. Inside it, you'll find a laser that beams light. This light interacts with dust particles that enter the device through the inlet. The interaction can reveal the size and concentration of the particles, whether it is PM1, PM 2.5 or PM10. The light bends when it hits the edges of the particle. As a result, it scatters or deviates from its original path. It follows the principle of laser scattering. This changes the scattering angle and the intensity of light. Larger particles scatter at smaller angles and more intensely. Smaller particles scatter at wider angles and less intensely. The machine learning or ML algorithm can differentiate particle size by analyzing their scattering patterns. Machine learning determines the concentration of pollutants as well. ML is a type of artificial intelligence that makes decisions by studying patterns in data. This is EasioTag, the device I used this morning. It's a low-cost device built using systems already available in your mobile phones, explains Sahukar.
We need, of course, a GPS device to be able to understand where the sensor is, and that we are using from the mobile phone. Of course, we need a communication device, which is more costlier when you go for 4G, but Bluetooth is cheaper. So we have put a Bluetooth radio here, and we are making use of phone's 4G connection to send the data and collect GPS data. And of course, you have more computation power in mobile phone compared to these embedded devices. That way, we have reduced the cost at the same time, getting more utility out of the sensor.
Now, about the battery. The Air Monitor uses single-celled lithium-ion batteries, which have a nominal voltage of 3.7 volts. The battery management system boosts the voltage to 5 volts to enable the system to run.
So it's time to reveal the results of my experiment. According to the WHO, the PM 2.5 levels should not exceed 5 microgram per meter cube annual mean.
Here's my report. This is the route from Lodi Road to Hoskas. The green dots indicate places where concentration falls between 0 and 50. The yellow dots were places where concentration was between 50 and 100. So how accurate are these results? The low-cost Aerogram devices can be slightly less accurate than the government-run air monitoring stations. Elaborating further, Sahukar explains that air monitors are accurate when the concentration of particulate matter in the environment is low. But when the level of the pollutant spikes in a region, the device can make errors. There are ways to verify the accuracy though. For instance, when buses fitted with Aerogram sensors cross paths with air monitoring stations, it allows people to cross-check the data.
Imagine a time when Delhi's air pollution levels don't make headlines. Imagine a time when Delhiites breathe clean air. This could be a reality. The Aerogram team believes that mobile air monitoring devices might not just help Delhi, but the whole of India.
A message I want to convey to policymakers is that air quality is equally important in rural areas. We really need to go to gaon and monitor and see how we are affected in terms of health and what is it that we should do.
With that, it's time to wrap up the show. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please write to us with your feedback. Stay safe and see you soon.